Hey, my name is Jessica Carl and I'm going to be your college algebra teacher for the summer. Right now I'm away at a conference, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the syllabus with you now. Okay, so here's my contact information, and if you want to get into contact with me, what you need to do is actually send me an email, but make sure you send it through Canvas because I have an app on my phone that will let me get it quickly. You won't use my office very much. You won't come to it very much because I don't have any office hours in the summer. So what you need to do is ask me questions after class or during class. Okay, so here's our class information. So we're going to be looking at different functions and their properties and how to use them in different applications. We have 3 credit hours, and your prereqs to get into this course should have been an ACT score of 19 or higher, or completing Math 099 with a C or better. Now our textbook, this thing is going to be completely free, and it's college algebra, but it's called OpenStax College Algebra. And to find that, it's going to be on the home page of Canvas. So let me show you where that is exactly. Okay, this is the home page of Canvas. If you scoot down right here, you'll be able to click that link, and it will go ahead and get you to OpenStax. If you want to download it so you can eventually print it, download as a PDF. And then here you go. Here's your textbook. Now if you scoot all the way down, not to here, but to the contents, we're going to start in Chapter 2. And if you want to go to, say, 2.6, all you have to do is click over 2.6, and it'll take you directly to it. I believe that was back at 7. Nope. Let's see. Right here. What you can do, so this is at page 9. Okay. So if you click, say, we're in Chapter 4, 4.1, and you want to go back, so, oops, I was supposed to go to 4.2. Go back to this little section right here, type in a 9, and it'll take you back to where you were. Okay, so other things that you will need for this class, for Scantrons, it's going to be the big blue ones. You'll need a non-graphing calculator, and since it's a summer course, you will also need determination and persistence. But don't worry, I am here to help you, okay? If you have any questions, just let me know. Here's the outline for your grading. We're going to have 3 exams. All 3 of those are going to comprise 60% of your grade. We're going to have a comprehensive final, meaning it's going to be over everything from day 1 to the last day. That'll be 30%. And then you'll have some homework to be completed. That'll be worth 10%. Now make sure you do your homework. If you don't do any of your homework, it's going to knock you down a letter grade. Okay, so it's important to complete all your homework, but get as much as you can done, okay? And there's your definition of grades. What does it mean to have an A, a B, a C, a D, and an F? Okay. For this class, I'm going to have the bar really high. I'm going to hope that everybody makes an A, and I will settle for a B. Okay, but our goal here is to make an A and get out of this class. Okay, ratings versus rankings. The grades in a course constitute a rating of your performance relative to the standards established by the professor. It's not a ranking of your standing in the class relative to everyone else. Basically, your grade is dependent on what you do in this class and not on anybody else. I'm not going to compare you to everybody else within the classroom. Whatever letter grade or number you get for this class, that is based on what you do in this class. The final grade average. The final average of your earned grades will automatically round up to the next whole number if the average is 0.5 or greater. So say you were on the edge at a 69.5. Well, because of the final grade average, that's telling you that I'm going to go ahead and round it up to a 70. If it's a 0.5 or higher, say it was 69.8, well, that rounds up to a 70, okay? Here's all the class assignments that you will see during this course. You'll have your homework assignments, which we already said is going to be worth 10% of your grade. We'll have 3 exams. Each one of those is about 20% of your grade. 1 comprehensive final, which that'll be 30% of your grade. And make sure you take the final because it will not be waived no matter if you already have an A in the classroom. So make sure you show up for that final. And then I do have 1 extra credit project. It's worth 5 points. It's just writing a paper. Those 5 points will be placed on your final exam score, okay? Not the overall score, but on your whatever you make for the final, I'll tag those 5 points on to that final. Okay, homework assignments. I do drop the lowest homework assignment, so you have a little bit of wiggle room if you bombed on one of them. But if you bomb or miss an exam, what I do is I don't do makeups, but this is what I do. I will take your lowest exam and replace it with the final, but only if the final is higher than that lowest exam. So that can only help you, it won't hurt you. So say you go ahead and do the extra credit project. Those 5 points or whatever points you earn will be added to the final, and then I can take that score with the extra credit points and bump out your lowest exam score and replace it with the final along with those extra credit points. So saying that, if the extra credit project is worth 5 points, and then I'll use that to put on the final could be used to replace the lowest exam grade. There's 10 points out there that could be earned extra, okay? Late assignments, I don't accept late assignments because the summer is going to go so fast anyway. You just need to be on top of every single assignment. And let me show you this as well. If we go back to Canvas, okay, so if we go to the very bottom, if I'm on the home page, you go to the very bottom, you click this schedule right here. Well, it tells you the date, what we're doing on that day, and then over here in remarks will tell you all your due dates. So we can see here that Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 homework is due, and it's going to be due at 11:59 p.m. on that day. So you will have time after the test to complete your homework if you didn't get it done before. Okay, but refer to this right here just to keep up with all the due dates and what we're going to be going over during class. By the way, for the first week, June 3rd to the 6th, Mr. Alton is going to be teaching y'all these sections right here. After these sections, then I will be back from the conference and I will be taking over these sections as presented here. Okay, so on exam day, we've got 3 exams and then we got a final. What you as the students need to bring is a pencil, of course, your calculator, and your Scantron, and all the knowledge that you have learned up to that point in college algebra, okay? What I'm going to bring is the exam, of course, any kind of formula sheets, and I usually show what formulas are going to be on that formula sheet so you know if you need to memorize anything, which I usually don't make y'all memorize anything. If I do, it's not bad. And I'll give you extra paper as well. Okay, I promise I am not that mean. Okay, makeup assignments, we already went over that I don't do makeup assignments. I replace the lowest grade with the final if that is higher. For once we take an exam, we probably won't have time to go over the exam. If we do, we'll go over it. But if we don't have time for it, then what we need to do, or what you need to do, is if you want to see what you messed up on for the exam, just come see me after class, and I'll get you your Scantron and a copy of the exam, and we can go over what you missed. So when we're taking an exam, I don't allow anybody to leave once they come into the classroom and they start taking their exam. So make sure you have everything you need and that you have gone to the restroom and you are ready to stay in the classroom for however long you need to take for that test. Okay. Now for the homework. All the homework is on Canvas. Okay, so let's go back to Canvas. What you need to do to get to your homework is you need to go to home page, and here's the weird part. You need to go to quizzes. Once you go to quizzes, that's going to list all your homeworks right here. Okay, so go to Canvas, go to quizzes. That's going to be your homework. Okay, this is just saying calculator instructions. Make sure you know how to use your calculator. You are more than welcome to ask me questions during class about, well, how do I do this on my calculator? But you won't be able to on the day of the test. Okay, so make sure you're familiar with it. Don't record any kind of recordings in class of me. It makes me real nervous. Okay, so don't do any of that. We already talked about the extra credit assignment. And every single test that I give you is going to be multiple choice. Okay, so everybody breathe easy. It's going to be multiple choice. So it's a little bit easier. This is just saying that lectures, always be prepared. Have your pencil, have your paper, have your calculator. Okay, your Canvas account, make sure you have one. And then make sure you check it at least twice a week. Okay. For attendance, there is no grade for attendance, okay? But if you participate in class and you show up every day, say you make a 69.4, okay, well, I can't round that up automatically to a 70. But if you really participate and you show up every single day, then I may be able to bump you over to a 70, okay, based on this right here. And then for the college policies, just refer to the actual syllabus that is on Canvas, okay? It'll show you what is academic misconduct, and then what I would be able to do if you do any of this. This is what I could do. Hopefully we won't have to do any of that. This is an important date. Hopefully none of y'all will have to withdraw, but if you do, the last day to withdraw is June 19th, okay? And then always be aware that everything that I just said may change. It probably won't, honestly. But if something comes up and we need to change something, I will be able to change it. But I will let y'all know. And make sure you do look at the entire syllabus that is on Canvas. Okay? And I will see y'all when I get back from the conference.